Live with CDP Sports Talk, a weekly sports and entertainment podcast sponsored by Barry Cullen Chevrolet. Live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and LinkedIn. And on audio via Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Spotify, Anchor FM, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Radio Public, and TuneIn. Now, here's your host, Chris Paslay.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Season 11, Episode 23, overall 573 of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, sponsored by Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership, located at 905 Woodlawn Road West in the Guelph Auto Mall. Check out their website, barrycullen.com, for the newest selection of new and pre-owned GM vehicles, along with their great selection of all-electric vehicles and Cadillac vehicles as well. You can call the dealership at 519-824-0210 and tell them that Chris Paslay sent you, or you can email them at info@barrycullen.com. Barry Cullen Chevrolet Dealership is the official sponsor of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, and Barry Cullen Chevrolet has been family run and operated here in the city of Guelph since 1969. I hope everyone's doing well on this Monday, August 11th, 2025. I am doing well. I had a busy weekend covering the Toronto Argonauts in Toronto Saturday in the 100+ temperatures. And then yesterday I was at the Oblivion Car and Culture Show 80s and 90s in Milton, and it was packed and it was hot. And I hope you guys enjoyed some of my interviews and my social media content. And I got to finally ride in Kit, the Knight Rider car, and also the DeLorean from the Back to Future movie. So I might be media, but I was like a little kid yesterday at this event. So a shout out to Oblivion Car and Culture Show as well. And I'm excited, even though I might be a little tired right now, I'm excited about my show tonight. And I have two wonderful guests. They're Nashville country music recording artists and superstars, I call them. Kirstie Kraus, her third appearance here, and Ariel, Jade, who's making her first appearance. They just released their recent single, I Now Know Better. I think I was out in the heat too long, and we're going to bring on Ariel, Jade, and Kirstie Kraus right now.
Hello.
Good afternoon or good evening.
What's going on?
How are
Thank
you?
for having us. We're good.
Very happy to be here.
Thank you. I spent too much time outside this weekend, so I had a little trouble with the word single.
The sun will do that.
But how are you both doing it? And congratulations on your latest single that I guess came out 2 weeks ago. I Now Know Better.
Has it been 2 weeks?
I think it's been right under a month now, because we were on tour for 2 weeks.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, it's right under a month. Getting close to a month.
We are looking at great streaming numbers, good numbers on our music video, getting on people's playlists, which we love, and obviously being able to perform our song live and then see all the videos on social media after shows is just like, it's really awesome that people are digging the song.
We actually technically finished our tour last night here in Nashville, and got to do it again in a whole show duo style form, and we actually played a couple others that we've been working on as well. So yeah, we've been having a lot of fun.
How many on your tour? How many cities and states did you guys go to?
Basically just Wisconsin and Nashville, but all over Wisconsin, which is where Kirstie's from. So I got to meet the fams and see. I got to experience Wisconsin with a Wisconsin native. So
yes,
all of the fun experiences. I wore a cheese head. I ran around with pom-poms with cheese on my head.
Yes. And she also, because it was in my home state and the tour we were celebrating, and in my home state, got to meet family and OGs and my basketball coach from back in the, just you name it. She got to meet a lot of people just really close to home that have been in my life in different walks of life. So it was really cool.
It was cute. It was very cute.
What makes Wisconsin so great? And did Kirstie, Ariel convert you into being a Packers fan?
I think for now, I'm any of the teams listed in the Scotty song. I'm just kind of by default. I'm in there. So the Packers, the Badgers, and wait, what was the other one?
And just football. Football. Okay. There's a football first. Badgers, Packers. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I did it.
What I want to hear from your perspective, Ariel, for that question, because I obviously know what makes Wisconsin special, but like, what's your take?
Oh yeah, I guess there was a part one of that question. I just like how friendly everybody is. I'm not gonna say like all of Wisconsin is rural because it's definitely not. But even when we were like in Madison, a bigger development area, and Milwaukee, obviously a lot of city going on, I still just felt like everybody was like really friendly and nice. And I'm from Mississippi, and that's just very like Southern at home feel for me. So I didn't feel like out of place, which was really nice. I was like, ooh, I like it here. It's like, this is comfy. Yeah.
I think Wisconsin has a lot of traditions, and they are really, really open and friendly, and they just want to chat. They'll chat about their nephew's baseball tournament that they won in 06, like 2006. Like it's, and the conversation could go anywhere. And I feel like I love it.
It's true.
Ariel, how much of an adjustment was it coming from Mississippi to Nashville to do your music?
A lot more balance in terms of scheduling, but once again, I mean, Nashville is very Southern still in its own way. It's still very much so like, for the most part, everybody's friendly for the most part. And honestly, just the love of music around made it really easy for me, I think, because everything in Nashville, it's music everywhere, music and art. And I feel once again right at home with that. So, and I get to meet cool people like Kirstie. Yeah. And then we get to write cool songs.
And me too.
Yes, you too, Chris. Yes.
You guys can write a song about the crazy Canadian. Or
Yes.
Hey, Kirstie, I think I saw it on your YouTube channel today, but I hope it was up to date, but you're going back to the UK again?
I am. I'm going to be,
awesome.
It's always been my goal to go at least once a year, maybe twice a year. These kind of, goals I've just put out there, and I didn't think I was going to make it this year, but then a wonderful opportunity came up. So I'm going in December and getting to play a couple of theater shows, and then we book shows around it. So it's a 7-day run in December. I like
that is awesome.
Yes.
I should put you in touch with my friend Olivia Lynn. She's an upcoming young UK recording artist. I've had her on my show twice, and I will put you in touch with her. And country music, she was telling me how big UK has exploded with country music and that.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, the last time I was over there last year in March and April, I was over there for 5 weeks, and then we were online because we were celebrating the release of Dabba Dolly, and the internet in the UK was driving me insane. But it's crazy how even then it was such a big conversation. Beyonce was releasing her country album, and I found myself on a train going up to Manchester to go on BBC to talk about the growing genre of country music, which was wild and a great experience.
If you guys don't mind, can I ask how you guys met, and how long did it take for you guys to develop chemistry and obviously recording this song, I Now Know Better?
Take it away, Jade.
That didn't take long at all, though. So I have a film and media studio in RCA Victor Studios on Music Row.
The famous RCA.
Very historic building. That's where Dolly Parton signed her contract with RCA. Has written songs in there. Waylon, I mean, just country.
Elvis, legends.
History, royalty, Roy Orbison. Anyway. So just being in that building is really cool. But Kirstie was across the hall working with another producer on a project. And he was like, hey, you need to meet Ariel. And we met and we immediately were like, I like you. We're going to hang out. We're going to write a song. And we did. I guess we met like right around Christmas time.
Yeah.
And then got into the writing room in January. Wrote I Now Know Better in January in less than an hour. Super quick.
Less than an hour.
Yeah.
That chemistry, it was an immediate click for us for sure. We were like having a great time and laughing the whole time we were writing it. Like, because it was a very, like, we were talking before we started the show, and he's like, music is healing, you know, like you can be having a really bad day and the right song comes on the radio. Yeah.
Aww.
And then it's like, with writing the music also is that healing for us. And Kirstie and I have both had our bouts with less than desirable partner
relationships. Yes.
And you know, it's like we were just talking, it's like, what do you want to do to the ones that just continuously try to, you know, screw you over in some way? And it's like, well, she's like, I'd like to roll them in the river. And I was like, oh my God, that's hilarious. Like, let's put it in the song.
We literally just laughed and threw out a bunch of, you know, just fun ideas, and the chorus
it's very
just
silly.
Fell out. Yeah. It was really fun.
I wanted to get you guys' opinions as well. Obviously, chemistry is important in the music industry, but have you seen where people have performed a song together, but they didn't really like each other? They just kept a professional relationship, and how much can chemistry make a song even better?
Yeah, there's you know, two superstars that did a duet. I won't name their names, but it's pretty obvious when they sing the song together, and it was very obvious in publications talking about how like they didn't want to look at each other or stand near each other, and it's kind of just more like the labels put them together kind of thing. But I think when you're having fun with in a duet and with your duet partner, it makes it that much more infectious for other people to have fun. Like when you're truly doing what you love, people can feel that good energy, you know, and whether they're picking up on it or not, they're automatically feeling it. So I think it's really important because you want to my goal is to make people feel good and or just feel something, feel moved, like whatever it is, and so
an escape.
Yeah, and this song we were very much going for them to feel good and laugh and like just have fun with it, not be so sad about their man troubles, but just laugh it off. But yeah, have a good time.
Go out and have a good time. Yeah, exactly.
The title of this song, was it pretty easy to put a title to this song right away, immediately?
Yeah, the title was kind of just it. I recorded this voice note in my phone, and it was a bunch of gibberish, but that was like a line somewhere, and that's
I now know better.
That's like
we were like, ooh, that one's good. That's a good one. That's what happened.
Yeah, I was like, listen to this. I was like eating breakfast. I sang this in my phone. What do you think? And it's just like, oh, let's listen to it.
And then less than an hour later, we had the song.
Yeah.
So,
did you guys have to kind of shrink the song down so it would fit to radio? Because I think it was you telling me radio is usually about 3 minutes for a song.
Yeah, you know, we had that conversation, and I was like, do we want to go for chopping some things off to make it a shorter, more friendly to radio? And honestly, we were like, the way that this song is, it's meant to be in that format a little bit longer, and pushing out a little bit outside of like, you know, exact radio, like under 3 minute times. And this song is so fun, and the way it was recorded, and the way it was produced, and the way we all like decided to put it together, it's really good for like maybe sync, like maybe on a TV show, maybe like maybe those opportunities will come down the road, but we saw more opportunity there. So we made this decision to just leave it and let Mike Loudermilk, who's amazing at his guitar, keep a solo in there, like all the things. We wanted to just have it be like its own moment.
And we still have been very lucky and feel very supported and have seen still a lot of radio spins and playlisting and features. So even because it is almost a 4-minute song, it is. And we did have a very real conversation when we were in the studio and we saw the full time on it after we did the break, after we we're like, oh yeah, no, the full bridge has to stay there because it's hilarious. It just kind of added to it. Yeah, exactly. And it's like we could have taken it out to make it a little shorter and more radio friendly, but it would have taken away from the overall experience of the song.
Yes, Chris, you just reminded me. I have to add this in. Okay, so because of this question and with the bridge, we very much were talking about the difference between the Midwest and like Mississippi or Wisconsin, Mississippi. We say visitation. Ariel says wake.
We call it a wake, but I think that more comes from I have like Irish, Scottish roots, so I think it more comes from that. But
what do you say?
Sorry, what was that?
What do you say, Chris? Do you say wake or visitation when it comes to a funeral and you go
visitation?
Yeah, call it visitation.
Visitation.
I think it's an Irish thing. Yeah. I don't necessarily know that it's like a Mississippi thing, but yeah.
That line for sure was Ariel. I was like, wake, what are you talking about? That doesn't work.
Wake. She goes, what is that?
She had to
it's like a celebration of life.
Yeah.
Or visitation. She's like, I've never heard that before. It was like when we were on tour, I told you that story about Loretta Lynn, and I said I got up there and squalled. And after I finished the song, she goes, now hold up, what is squall?
What?
I was like, to cry like a baby. You squall like a baby. Now that is Southern. That is not Irish.
As for your audience for this song, the response has been very positive with radio and TV, obviously. A lot of females, but do you find a lot of males enjoying this song as well?
The ones that don't take it too seriously, yeah.
Yeah. Overall, at shows, it definitely perks. Like people perk up and listen, and they're laughing with us. And so I've seen a unanimous overall people like checking it out and really listening. It does have a really catchy like melody and just tongue-in-cheek lyrics. So I think overall it's very known that we are joking. And I don't see anyone taking offense.
No, that was more a joke for listeners that can't see my face on the cameras. I
have a face for radio. So same here. I had to ask you guys too. The world of dating now, I think it's even harder than it was 10, 15 years ago with the internet and social media sites and apps and stuff.
Yeah, I love that you brought this question because. Yeah, I mean, the song definitely discusses that a little bit. What are your thoughts, Ariel?
I mean, we wrote this as like a fair warning, but to kind of speak to something a little deeper on what you just said, like people are like, oh, it should be more accessible, right? Because you've got all these dating apps. No, because now you have all of these distractions and other options, and you don't know where to start. And then when you do find someone that you click with, you've got distractions, and aside from the distractions, it's like, well, do I even want to spend the time really getting to know this person and developing this when I could just go find someone else? There is a lot of weird mindset twists, I think, that we're seeing in the dating world because of the internet, for sure.
Yeah, and this whole AI boyfriend, AI girlfriend, that so kind of that's wild to me. And I just got my first ad literally yesterday for an AI boyfriend. And I was like, why is this coming up on my phone? I don't want this. And it's like, don't feel bad. Like, it's very like mind inviting. It's like, you don't need a reason to have an AI boyfriend. Like, it literally went into that sounds. And I was like weirded out.
Like, wait a minute. I don't know about this. This is creeping me out.
In Toronto right now, you can date an AI robot. I'm not joking. I'm not joking.
Happening
in Toronto right now. Yeah, it's happening. And I wanted to speak to you about AI, not just for dating, but also the impact in the music industry. I had a model on last week from Los Angeles, and she said now they're using AI for modeling, fashion modeling as well. So I wanted to get your thoughts on AI in the music industry.
AI has definitely popped up all over Nashville. It's popped up in people talking about it in writing rooms. It's popped up in people using it for demos. I do think it's very helpful for songwriters because a lot of songwriters were paying at least $600 to $1,500 per demo to go into the studio. And now they are using literally paying $50 for the year or for the month to make their own AI demos.
I think like using it like that as a tool is realizing, hey, we have this new technology that has been developed to a point that we can utilize it as a tool to then give us the brain space to do the human stuff, do the that next level of creation. But what I think this is why it's such a hot topic in the music industry, because a lot of people aren't just stopping at that demo for pitching. There are people trying to replace human artists and musicians and creators with AI. And I think for final product, that is just something we don't need to do. It's not to say that we can't do it and that we can't refine the AI to that point. But I personally believe that true art and real music, true creation comes from the soul of a human. It's our experience of life and how we have, gone through that life and what we have learned from it. And AI can mimic, AI can learn from human experience, but it's never going to have its own human experience. And therefore it's not ever going to be able to create true art. It can mimic art. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it can truly create. And so when people are like, well, you as a songwriter, do you feel threatened by the rise of AI? And I'm like, only on a very, if you don't really look at it deep down, it's like you could see where big contracts where they would hire a human to write a song, they may kick it to AI and then polish it. And it's a, it's a polished, okay thing and it works for whatever, but that could have been money put back into human creation, into what I call real art and true expression, not just a copy paste of everything that it was able to Wikipedia pull.
It is a tool, and there's still definitely the human part of it missing. Like you can tell that it like gets there, but it gets there like 60% of it. So
I just remembered some of the terrible AI music that I showed you on the road trip, and I'm gonna talk about it. But some of it is so bad. You're just like,
there's people
what
having
is happening?
There's people having heydays on YouTube with made up songs using AI, and you can tell. Like I feel like Nashville, the people who are writing and knowing the craft and like listening to songs all the time, it's very, very quickly you can tell.
You're like, oh,
what's
that's
AI and what is not. You just can.
And that's the human soul aspect of the art, I think.
Yeah.
Now, I've talked to some actors and actresses in Hollywood about creativity. Do you find creativity in the music industry is shrinking, or do you find it's as good as it's ever been?
Depends on where you look. I think if you're looking at major labels and what they're trying to shove down people's throats as mainstream, you're going to see a very derivative version of country music or whatever, whatever X genre of music. Because that's again taking the humanity out of it, taking the execs that are actually sending out talent scouts and really listening to music. They're going, oh, this guy can sing about beer and trucks and women. Yeehaw, let's sign him. And it does get very just reductive. But no, I don't think that is the music industry as a whole. I don't think that is music as a whole. I think that is our mainstream music industry and the trend where it's going. I don't think I don't think, the mainstream music industry is hitting a wall and is going to die anytime soon. But I think that they do niche into what they know will sell as a product versus actually paying attention to crafting stories through songs and crafting experiences.
It is a scary time because the labels do monopolize so many things. And what was the latest? Was it Warner that just bought an AI thing? It's kind of,
I saw that.
That was just happened like literally like
yesterday, 2 days ago. I saw it. Yeah.
And in music years, I mean, in music timeline, that's like a whole week ago. Like yesterday's like a whole week ago because things happen very quickly. But yeah, one of the labels just bought the AI demo platform, and I'm gonna have to actually read about it and figure it out. But news travels very fast around town.
And a good thing that is being done by platforms online in terms of AI and trying to keep, humans actually reaping benefits, being paid. YouTube is now no longer offering monetization to channels that use AI. It has got to be like, I think, over 80%.
I did not know that.
Yep. So I stream on Twitch, I post on YouTube, and as of right now, I still utilize Meta. But aside from that, I don't really post on TikTok, X, Twitter, whatever, with all those changes and algorithm stuff. I don't. Yeah. But YouTube, good on YouTube.
Yeah, that's good for them.
I want to get your thoughts here, both of you guys. Two-part question here. First of all, for those people that are watching this live stream or on audio and they're looking to get into the music industry, what advice would you give to them from your experiences? And also, how much has live streaming changed the music industry?
Okay, so
you go first.
They're looking to get into the music industry. My advice is to do as many meetings and meet people and reaching out and intros, and they may think like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Am I being annoying? Well, no, you need to meet people. You can't be in the music industry. A big part of being in the music industry is your relationships with people. So a good place to start is, hey, can I buy you a coffee and let's talk? Hey, will you check this song out and maybe give me advice? And find people that will do that for you, that will mentor you, that will answer questions. Really just reaching out to as many people as humanly possible.
To answer the same question before we move to part 2, I just would say, number one, just don't ever quit. If it's what you love, keep doing it. Get a little bit better each time. Seriously, and say you're a songwriter specifically trying to get into the songwriting industry. Your first 100 songs probably aren't going to be worth much. And I don't mean in pitch just in terms of you could get this much money from it. I mean in terms of growth as a writer, depth as a storyteller, the voice that you can bring through. And I was creative writing. I have a creative writing degree and was an English teacher. So all of this is but you do, as you get better at writing, refine, how you approach things. So I just say, keep doing what you love, keep writing, just write. Just write. And then take that. And then like Kirstie said, find some people that you maybe could get some feedback from, share it, connect, and see what doors open from there. And never be afraid to step through a door that you weren't planning on going through, because you never know what'll happen.
Amen. Yeah. Okay, what's part 2?
I forgot.
I remember I remember because I wrote it down, because I'm at 53 now, so my memory is kind of diminishing. So I always have a piece of paper and a pen with me to write stuff down. Nice. Wanted to get your thoughts on how. Thank you. I'm smart. I am Canadian, but how much has the live streaming has changed? I try to be funny, but that's why I'm in radio. So, but
you're funny.
I try to be. Be yourself. And that's the thing too in music. Be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else that you're not, and only compete
Amen.
with yourself and not anyone
For
else.
sure.
But the live streaming, how much, before we play your video here in a minute, how much has live streaming really changed this industry even in the last couple years?
Oh, live streaming. Okay, I'll just say this quick and then I'll turn it over to our live stream queen.
Okay.
Live stream literally is the way that I got connected with people all over the world, like with you, with the UK, with people in Australia. Without live streaming, like how would I physically be able to perform, for people or even connect with them for a virtual, like in that kind of intimate way. So yeah, take it away.
And I think that is totally accurate in terms of like the immediate connection that you can build with an audience in terms of like live streaming on Twitch or Instagram or TikTok. And in terms of like streaming services of music versus full merch sales and terrestrial radio. I mean, it's the music industry as we knew it back in the 90s is gone. Right. And you look at now, and even just in the past few years, and I mean, it's steadily changing with the AI, with what's going to be honored, what's going to be paid, how much of the royalties actually go to the artist and the producers. And there's a lot there. And I think that is the industry trying to balance itself out and figure itself out. But also we do kind of have a couple of main companies that are, they have basically monopolized the live streaming industry. And because of that, artists now, especially independent artists, are not raging against the machine, but trying to figure out, like, is live stream my best option? Should I offer it on YouTube only? Should I offer a physical vinyl only? Should I, so I would say it's definitely impacting the way that the economy within the music industry works. It definitely affects the independents, and we notice all of the little changes.
And live streaming on any social media platform, like every social media platform is just so demanding of, they want you to be on it. The more you use it, the more they put you into the algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
So I have seen success in people that have, let's take, TikTok people, for example, and they literally for months and like 6 months are live streaming like every day and posting 10 to 12 times a day. And they're like, I'm putting all my eggs in this. And, 6 months down the road, I look at their profiles and there is growth. There is growth that has happened. Granted, it is at the price of their time. Like
and I just want to insert there for anybody listening and that's aspiring in music or whatever, and you're like, oh, I'm going to stream and just I'll put all my eggs in this basket. Make sure that you still have some eggs set aside for mental health and self-care.
Yes.
Make sure you have a couple extra eggs set aside. You need to be able to pay your bills. And
just
a lot of the time is streaming and music, royalties isn't gonna do that. So just be reasonable about it. Believe in yourself. Find something to put your time and effort into, but also maintain a good, healthy balance. I can say it firsthand as a full-time Twitch streamer for 5 years, 6 years. The first couple of years there when I was really navigating, had hundreds of viewers each hour. And I was like, okay, I got to keep this up. And then I started having other opportunities come up. And then a divorce happened and all of this. And I wasn't streaming 8 to 12 hours a day and could only do 6 hours, 5 days a week or whatever. And went from hundreds upwards of sometimes even thousands of viewers down to like 100 or 200. And that really messed me up mentally for a little while, because I was like, I can't take a day off. I'm not allowed to take a day off. And that's not okay. Don't ever set that precedent for yourself, for your audience. Self-awareness and self-care is always important to balance into all of that.
And that one platform, like regardless of what it is, like we just don't know what's going to happen to it in the future. So just don't put your eggs all in one platform.
Mm-hmm.
That's good
huge
advice for
advice.
anybody, and absolutely. And I have some viewers watching. Dana McBride, she is an actress out of North Carolina. She's been a guest of mine. A friend of mine in Toronto, Dan Moore, is watching. And then we've got Kelly Howard watching as well. And anyone out there, before we wrap this show up in maybe 10 minutes or so, if you have any quick comments or questions for Kirstie or Ariel, please put them in the comment section. Yes, absolutely. And I know we're running a little short on time here. So is it okay? I got to ask you guys this on Facebook and YouTube. Do I have your permission to play your song, I Know Better?
Yes.
Lay it away.
Okay, because you know how Facebook and YouTube are with copyright. So
you have our permission.
And if please let me know if you can hear the audio. If not, we'll fire the audio guy, which is me, by the way. I wear 10 different hats on here.
You can't fire yourself. You're the boss. It's not allowed.
No, you can fire yourself. Just bear with me 1 second. And this is courtesy of Ariel Jade's YouTube channel, and please subscribe to Kirstie Kraus's YouTube channel like I have. And we're gonna play this song right now, I Know Better, and Ariel Jade and Kirstie Kraus. 1 second.
Don't mess with me, 'cause I now know better. Well, I'll kick you to the curb soon as the turn of the weather. I've been at my fair warning if we ever decide to get together. I'll roll you in the river if you ever do me wrong. Lord knows.
I apologize there.
'Cause it'd be all your fault. With the fear of God, you better run. Don't need my daddy 'cause I keep my own guns. Things go south, I won't have time for you. 'Cause I now know better. Been there, done that. I know all the tricks. I'm not taking any crap. You'll lose me so quick. Well, I hope this is sinking in. Get it through your thick skull, or that's how your life will end. 'Cause I'll roll you in the river if you ever do me wrong. Lord knows I'd spare her, 'cause it'd be all your fault. With the fear of God, you better run. Don't need my daddy 'cause I keep my own guns. Things go south, I won't have time for you. 'Cause I now know better. If you stray, you won't see another day. Unless she calls you babe, there won't be no way. No way! If you step away, no one can save you. This is your warning. I'll make you pay. 'Cause I'll roll you in the river if you ever do me wrong. Lord knows I'd spare her, 'cause it'd be all your fault. With the fear of God, you better run. Don't need my daddy 'cause I keep my own guns. Things go south, I won't have time for you. 'Cause I now know better. Yeah, I now know better. Hey, I
hope we do.
I hope so too.
We now know better.
That was awesome, and thank you so much for letting me share this video. And I know we don't have a lot of time left, but thoughts on that video and also the marketing and branding of the song and the behind-the-scenes people as well.
Yeah, whenever I watch that video, it makes me very happy, and I just watched it again the other day, like literally yesterday, the day before, and I was like, oh, I love that. It just makes me really happy. So I hope that does for everybody that watches it, and thanks for watching, and feel free to share it.
Behind the scenes to it, we filmed it in just a few hours, and then I have that film studio and I do a lot of post-production work. So I spent 24 hours very closely with that footage. And had a lot of fun editing it though. Like, it turned out great. Even though I spent 24 hours staring at it, I still enjoy watching it now.
That's good.
So that's how I know it was fun, and it turned out exactly the way we wanted it to, in terms of it's very cheesy. It's got that old Western, like
we
that whole vibe of it. Yeah.
We went to Film House, and we went up into the back room with Studio X and Ariel and Aaron, who she works closely with, and just put on 3 different outfits and went and sang to the video and did it all with a green screen. And so it was super, obviously green screen sometimes make it harder, like for editing. We weren't actually physically in any Western scenes.
That would have been hard to do in the amount of time. Yeah. Plus travel and all of that, We're independent artists over here. We got a ball on a budget.
Yeah.
How important is branding and marketing yourselves is nowadays too?
I mean, I think, I think between the two of us, we put a lot of emphasis on our marketing and brandings, but as independent artists that do the hustle, it definitely works. You need to be on social media and constantly be putting yourself out there, but in a way that is really authentic to you. And I would say Ariel does a really good job with that, and I try to stay very authentic to me too. So like, it's fun.
You are a very genuine person from on stage to off stage, and that is one of the reasons I absolutely love writing with you and touring with you. And I think that is like one of the most important things in branding, is to stay true to who you are, like Kirstie just said. Like, do you, and do it in a way that it stands out. So it's like, what does set you apart? How do you want to make people feel when they see your content, when they hear your music, and then coming up with like a cohesive look or feel for that, like we did with I Now Know Better. It's very cheesy, old school country Western, and that's what we ended up doing with the marketing, even some of our outfits on tour, like we had this idea and we were like, okay, every aspect of this promotion, we want the same vibe. And I think it did really help it stand out from other duets Kirstie's done. All of the solo stuff I've been releasing, it is very different and unique. And it stands out because I think we put, aside from all of the fun we put into it, we really did put time and effort into developing the way it looks and sounds. So, yeah.
And I'm going to use all my platforms to promote your song as well. I really liked it. And I was having one of those days, and I started listening to music, and then I started listening to your songs before we went on air tonight. And it really does change your mood. It really does. You guys did a really good job. Yes. Yes.
That is the goal.
Yes.
That makes our day.
Honestly, music is very powerful, and it's a cheaper form of therapy too.
Absolutely.
So, I know we're running a little short on time, so just quick thoughts on your co-producer, Nashville's legendary Mike Loudermilk, and what are some fun facts or a fun fact about Kirstie and Ariel that my Canadian audience might not know about yet?
Okay. I just, hands down, Mike Loudermilk is amazing. Aside from mandolin, which I played, he played every other instrument. Kirstie and I knocked out the vocals, obviously, and we had a really fun time doing it all. So
yeah, he put it all together, right? Like, I mean, he we all sat there in the room in one day and did all the parts, and then he mixed everything down, and I was very much in awe watching him play the instruments because he has such a steady hand and there's like no mistakes on his
He's like a mad genius too. He would be like, brrr, and he'd be like, no, I can do that better. Brrr, I can do that tighter. Brrr, you know, and then he just hit another line, and Kirstie and I are looking at each other like, that was perfect. Like, and then he just kept going, and the vibe would change and grow, and then we'd be like, ooh, that one, ooh, that one. So it was fun. It was cool.
Yes, he's definitely legendary. His dad, John Loudermilk, is also legendary as a writer in Nashville with many mega hits.
He actually, when he was alive, got to work very closely with Chet Atkins, who is a very, very well-known guitarist and producer, and
started Nashville basically.
Was the head of RCA Victor for a while. Yep. So
fun fact. I have a seal on my mantle, a stuffed animal seal, and it has a pirate hat. And one of my fans named Biz gave me a stuffed animal seal, and he told me when I didn't win an award that I still have the seal of approval. And
that's awesome.
I am not surprised one bit. Biz, we love you.
Yeah, fun fact. I have a seal on my mantle.
Fun fact about me, I played Call of Duty competitively and professionally for a little while. And now I do it for fun. When songwriting doesn't give me my therapy release, Call of Duty does. Video games. I'm still a nerd. I'm still I'll forever be a nerd.
If there was one concert that you wanted to see this year besides you and Kirstie, which artist would you want to see play?
I want to see Miley Cyrus.
She would be fun.
Not me?
You do concerts?
Oh, you do live performances and on the stage?
I did karaoke once in New York, and I emptied out a bar, so that's what happens when you have alcohol in your system. You get brave and you perform in front of people.
Oh, I love it. I love that.
Can it be someone that we've already seen?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to go see Billy Strings again.
Nice.
This is one of the most phenomenal performances I've seen in Nashville was him at Bridgestone Arena, a huge arena, sold it out 2 nights in a row, and then sold out the Ryman Auditorium a 3rd night in a row. Man's a legend. Grew up in like bluegrass, which is where a lot of my roots come from. So I thoroughly enjoy the musicianship and showmanship in his shows.
I was supposed to go to a concert this week in Toronto, Stevie Nicks, but unfortunately she hurt herself, and now she's got surgery. So that concert in Toronto's been postponed to November 15th. So I grew up in the 70s and 80s with Stevie Nicks and Fleetwood Mac. So
we both love Stevie.
So I'm hoping to. You guys, hey, if you guys could perform one Stevie Nicks song, which one would it be?
Oh, we perform a couple of them. You can't make us just pick one, but on tour, when we did throw in some covers, I would do Landslide. So pretty.
Good choice. You're up.
And I would do Dreams.
I would do Edge of 17.
Okay.
That's a good one. That's another good one.
But I can't sing. I don't have any talent. Hey, finally, we're going to wrap this show up because I know you have to, Ariel, get on your Twitch. And Kirstie, you've been kind enough to give me all this time. This is a new segment I developed about a month ago. It's called Ask the Host CDP a Question. Do you have a question to put me on the hot seat?
Ooh.
Yes. Okay, right before, this is a silly question. Right before you interviewed us, you know me and my music, so obviously you dove into Ariel's stuff. What song can you remember right now of Ariel's music?
Which one?
Yeah.
You really put me
don't
on
look
the
at
hot
the other
seat.
screen.
Okay.
Do you remember? Or
I'm
do you remember what it was
hot.
about?
I'm
He
hot.
said one earlier.
I did listen to another song called a honky
Tonic.
Yeah.
honky
Okay.
You
tonic.
got it.
It
Honky
was
tonic.
really tonic. Yes, I did.
Okay.
And I know you're from Mississippi and you're in Nashville as well. And you've got a number of songs on Spotify, and you've got your own podcast show and your own studio as well.
A
I like
plus.
to do my homework on my guests.
A plus.
My favorite song of hers is
So.
"Ain't They Pretty," because you initially think it's about the chest area, but it's actually about her boots, and so it's really fun. And there's a music video for it, and that one just like really stuck out to me. Okay, Ariel, you asked Chris a question.
Ooh. First off, okay, well, you're talking about the music video, and I just need to toss out there. Y'all should check out the Dabba Dolly music video that Kirstie had. It's a pink house. It is very Dolly, just energy everywhere. Kirstie, and what was your duet partner's name on that one? I forget.
Kirstie Huff.
That's right, Kirstie and Kirstie. It's just mean. Anyway, y'all should check that out. It's really good. But so yeah, what would be if you, since y'all actually, you've known of Kirstie for a while, and I know you've been around some of her music, besides our duet, what has been your favorite song that Kirstie has released?
Baba Dolly?
Is that
All
the
right.
one? That one's valid.
Largo I haven't listened to yet, but I will tonight before I go to bed.
Yay.
Honestly, and music really does help me fall asleep. It's not because the music's bad.
Aw.
It's just music is calming and soothing, and
Mhm.
you guys do a really good job. So I have more catching up to do, but you guys are awesome, and I really appreciate you guys giving me more than 30 minutes. And that's why I changed the name of the show. Originally was called 30 Minutes Live with CDP, but thankfully most of my guests like to talk to me, so I scrapped the 30 minutes part, and it's now just live with CDP.
However
Sports
long it
Entertainment.
goes.
Yeah. Well, thank you for having us.
Yeah, this was fun. We definitely enjoyed chatting with you. So I appreciate it.
Congratulations on your new song. You got a hit. And finally, where can our audience follow you both on social media, your websites, and the best way of contacting you? And I have your download stream information on the ticker too.
Awesome. Kirstie Kraus everywhere. Kirstie, like Kirstie Alley Kraus, like Alison Kraus. And yeah, that's where you can find all my stuff.
And real simple here too. Ariel, like the Little Mermaid, Jade, like the Stone.com, and you'll get everything.
And what about your Twitch, if people want to follow you on Twitch?
Ariel Jade Live. So just me, but live. Ariel Jade Live.
Kirstie, are you going on Twitch too?
She is.
Only when I'm with Ariel.
I'm teaching her the ways of Twitch.
All right. Well, hey, I want to say thank you, both of you guys, coming on today, and continued success in your music career. And you both have an open invite to come back on my show again. Give me a little bit of time tonight before I go to bed, and I'll send you the full video, the audio, and I'll do some editing too. And the next time I have you guys come on, I would like to talk a little more about the writing aspect of music and the editing part of music as well.
Cool.
Awesome.
Sounds good.
And
We will definitely come back and talk to you.
And hopefully you'll be visiting me in Canada at some point to perform too.
That sounds fun.
Thank you so much,
the
Kirstie.
information, and she will make it happen, I believe.
Yeah.
Deal. Thank you so much, and I look forward to you guys having another song too in the future.
It's coming.
You guys,
Just wait for it.
You can't give me any
Nope.
spoil anything?
Nope.
No? Okay. Got it. All right.
We're working on things though.
Deal. Well, hey, Ariel, I'm following you on Instagram, and Kirstie, thank you so much for coming on. I really enjoyed talking to you, both of you, and your music is therapeutic.
Thank you. Good to see you again. Bye, Chris.
You too.
Very nice to meet you. Thanks.
You too. Thanks. All right. That wraps up season 11, episode 23, overall 573 of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, sponsored by Barry Cullen Chevrolet dealership here in Guelph. And you can follow Kirstie and Ariel on the social media platforms, KirstieKraus.com. She's on Linktree/Kirstie Kraus. And Ariel, Jade's got her own website, ArielJade.com, and she's on Instagram, Ariel Jade Music. And please subscribe to their YouTube channels, Ariel Jade Music, and also Kirstie Kraus Music on YouTube as well. So please check out their latest song, I Know Now Better, and it's available on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere where live streaming music is. So I Now Know Better, and I will have them both back on as guests in the future. Before we wrap up this show, guys, I have another announcement here. And this announcement is my next Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment talk show. This was my 7th and 8th day, so I'm taking tomorrow off. My next Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment talk show, brought to you by Barry Cullen Chevrolet dealership here in Guelph, is going to be on Wednesday, August 13th at 12 p.m. Eastern with a friend of mine, a friend of the show, and he is the longtime and only public address announcer for the Buffalo Bandits, 7-time National Lacrosse League champions, and now 3 in a row, 3-peat Buffalo Bandits. Chris Swenson will come on, and we're going to talk about the 24-25 Buffalo Bandits in terms of all-time great Bandits teams with winning their 3rd straight title and 7th in team history, and where the Bandits go from here, and maybe a little bit about Seneca Nation purchasing and acquiring the Rochester Nighthawks, and also the latest on maybe the NLL and their negotiations for a new contract as well. So Chris Swenson, a friend of mine and a friend of my show, he's a great guy, former public address announcer for the Sabres. Swenson, or Swenny they call him in Buffalo, will be on this Wednesday, August 13th at 12 p.m. Eastern. And speaking of my sponsor, Barry Cullen Chevrolet, there's an employee pricing event going on at Barry Cullen Chevrolet right now. A 2025 Silverado LD Custom Blackout Edition leased from $178 bi-weekly. That's like $89 weekly at 3.9% for 24 months with $4,995 down payment on an ultra-low kilometer lease, includes a $5,126 employee pricing credit. More details at barrycullen.com, or please drop by the dealership at 905 Woodlawn Road West in the Guelph Automall. And again, Barry Cullen Chevrolet is the proud official sponsor of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. If you're a business looking to advertise on live streaming and my audio show, check out CDP Media Productions. I'm the host and producer of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, the Argo Bounce Podcast Show, and the Small Talk Podcast. Please email me at cpame19@gmail.com or DM me on my social media pages, and I look forward to hearing from you and working with you and getting your business advertised on my live stream and audio platforms as well. And as we wrap up this show, guys, I am on Cameo. If you'd like a personalized video from me, go to cameo.com/Chris Pame and book your Cameo today. You can also follow this content creator on Blue Sky Social at Live with CDP19. If you're looking to adopt a pet, check out the Cambridge District Humane Society at 1650 Dunbar Road in Cambridge, Ontario. Telephone number 519-623-7722, extension 0, or visit their website, cambridgehumanesociety.org. All the animals that are up for adoption, their profiles are on cambridgehumanesociety.org. And also, if you're able to help out with a cash donation, online donation, or donate pet food for their pet emergency fund, which takes place every Wednesday at the Cambridge District Humane Society for those people struggling financially with the cost of pet food, please drop it off at 1650 Dunbar Road in Cambridge. And the Cambridge Humane Society does a great job with looking after our homeless furry friends and making sure they get adopted into good homes with good families as well. Live with CDP Sports Entertainment Talk Show again is live streamed on these platforms: YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, X, Twitch, LinkedIn, and now available on Instagram. You can also check out my website, beacons.ai/Kirstie Pame. Yes, I am a content creator, so I am on TikTok. If you wish to follow me on TikTok, at Chris Pame, and check out my latest content from the Bolivian car and culture show 80s and 90s that I was at yesterday, and also some of my latest Toronto Argonauts content as well. And speaking of the Toronto Argonauts, the Argo Bounce podcast show is on a break. Hopefully it'll return soon, and I would love to be able to talk about the Argos' latest loss, 46-42 to Ottawa. Argos are back in action this Friday night at 9 o'clock against the Edmonton Oaks. Edmonton's 2-6, the Argos are 2-7. It's basically a must-win for the Toronto Argonauts at this point of the season. StreamYard is the official live stream provider of Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show. If you're into webinars or podcasting, check out StreamYard.com. I've been with them for over 4 years. And if you're a business that does a lot of webinars, StreamYard.com, and contact the sales department as well. Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, the audio versions on these platforms: iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Spotify for podcasters, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, Pocket Casts, Spotify, Castbox, LinkedIn, Pandora, Tuned In, YouTube Music, Good Pods. Please remember to subscribe and follow as well, especially on YouTube Music and Good Pods. Finally, guys, you can email the show, Live with CDP Sports and Entertainment Talk Show, at cpame19@gmail.com. Any comments, questions, suggestions, feedback would be greatly appreciated. And also, I'm on PayPal. If you'd like to tip the host or contribute towards my YouTube channel and my media work, I am on PayPal, cpame19@gmail.com on PayPal. And finally, guys, you can follow me on these social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram, Threads, YouTube, and also on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, and share. I'm on LinkedIn, Threads, Blue Sky Social, every social media platform except for Snapchat as well. And that is about it, guys, for tonight's shows. I want to say thank you again to Nashville country music recording artist superstars Kirstie Kraus and Ariel Jade for coming on here tonight. And please check out their latest single, I Now Know Better, which is on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, everywhere. It's a great song, and if you love country music, they do a terrific job as well. So that is about it. This wraps up my 7th show and 8th day with 9 different guests, and I will be back Wednesday, August 13th at 12 p.m. Eastern, 9 on the West Coast, with my friend and longtime PA announcer for the Buffalo Bandits, Chris Swenson. And I'm looking forward to talking to Chris about the Bandits' latest championship and what's going to happen with the NLL going into the 2025-2026 season as well. And we got NFL going this weekend too. The Eagles are going back at home and playing the Cleveland Browns Sunday at 1 o'clock. Browns and Eagles at Lincoln Financial Field. Eagles offensive lineman Landon Dickerson is going to be out for a little bit. Hopefully he'll be ready by the home opener on September 4th against Dallas. And also we have some sports tonight. We got the Tigers and White Sox right now. Hopefully the Tigers can get a win tonight against Chicago. And also we've got the Blue Jays. I think the Blue Jays are back home. I think tomorrow against the Cubs as well, but hopefully the Tigers can win as well. But that is about it, guys. There's a lot of sports going on right now with the CFL, the NFL preseason, Major League Baseball, and hockey will be starting up soon too. The OHL at the end of August. That is it, everybody. Again, thank you to Kirstie Kraus and Ariel Jade for coming on here. And of course, a big thank you to Barry Cullen Chevrolet dealership here in Guelph for sponsoring this show. I hope everybody has a great night, and we'll see you back here Wednesday, August 13th at 12 p.m. with Chris Swenson, the public address announcer for the NLL's world champion Buffalo Bandits. Good night, everybody.